Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, today we're jumping straight into something pretty significant, maybe even a bit overlooked in performance marketing.
Definitely. We're talking about the plumbing, the architecture behind affiliate technology.
Right. For ages, affiliate marketing, it's been reliable, sure, performance-driven, but now we're in this intensely data-first world.
And the old ways, the legacy infrastructure, it just, well, can't keep up.
Exactly. That demand for real-time visibility, for knowing things now accurately and making sure it all syncs up, that's not a nice to have anymore.
No, it's baseline. It's absolutely fundamental if you want to stay competitive.
That's the tension, isn't it? We think affiliate marketing, oh, that's efficient.
Yeah, but if the systems underneath are slow, kind of opaque, rigid, they actually work against that efficiency.
So the old data sharing actually created this black box, trapping data.
Pretty much. Critical transaction data just locked inside the network's world, limited view for everyone else.
So our mission today, let's unpack exactly how two, let's call them technical superpowers, webhooks and APIs, how they are completely changing affiliate data sharing, ripping us out of that old, slow, delayed reporting era.
And into a world of, well, instant clarity, granular control.
This deep dive into the sources, it really shows a huge architectural shift, doesn't it?
It really does. It's paving the way for something smarter, faster, and honestly, much more transparent.
We're looking at how this modern setup finally cracks open that knowledge gap.
Yeah, the gap that's held back strategic decisions for years in this industry. You know, for a high-volume marketer, this changes everything.
How so?
It's the difference between, like, operating in the dark versus seeing every single conversion event the second it actually happens.
Okay, let's really unpack this then. Before we get all excited about the solution,
Right.
Let's properly understand the problem. What were the specific pain points with that old traditional affiliate network stuff?
What did it create this silo, this information black box?
Yeah.
Well, look, it wasn't like malicious design or anything.
Right.
It was just tech built for a different time. A time before massive computing power and instant data transfer were, standard or even affordable.
Okay.
So the problem really boiled down to three main things: latency, limited strategic depth, and just how rigid the integrations were.
Let's start with latency, the delay.
Yeah.
That always struck me as the most obvious flaw.
Oh, absolutely. The biggest one, really, delayed reporting. We're talking conversions tracked hours, sometimes even days after the sale actually happened.
Days. Wow.
Yeah. Think of it like old school bank batch processing. Transactions pile up all day.
And then at midnight, crunch. A big report.
Exactly. Reconciling stuff that happened maybe 12, 18 hours ago.
That's a great analogy. Because in modern finance, you wouldn't accept that delay.
No way.
If I'm running a huge campaign over a weekend, waiting until Tuesday morning to see Sunday's real CPA, that means I've potentially spent 2 whole days optimizing based on, well, garbage data, or at least outdated data.
Precisely. That delay, it's not just annoying. It's a really costly operational failure.
Okay. And that leads straight into the second pain point you mentioned, limited visibility.
Exactly. Because even when the data did finally show up, it often lacked the detail you needed, the granularity.
What do you mean by granularity here?
Well, affiliates and merchants might know a conversion happened. Okay, great. But they wouldn't get immediate access to the deeper stuff,
Right.
like, specific cart value details. Or was this first-time buyer versus a repeat customer? What product categories were involved?
Okay.
Without that kind of granular context, in real time, optimizing your campaign beyond just more clicks or more conversions, virtually impossible.
So you're basically flying blind on the quality of the traffic or conversion.
Totally. You
Yeah.
might be pushing for quantity, just sheer numbers.
And you should be aiming for high-value customers
Yeah,
or specific product sales.
exactly. And the final piece of that old puzzle, the integration nightmare.
Yeah, I can already feel a headache.
Yeah. Brands struggled massively to sync that affiliate data with their other crucial internal systems.
Like their CRM.
Yes. Your core CRM, the system that handles retargeting, customer service, or getting it into your BI tools, business intelligence.
The tools that run forecasting, inventory, long-term planning.
Right. If that affiliate data is just stuck over there in its own little world,
It loses almost all its strategic value to the rest of the business.
Yeah.
It's just a report, not integrated intelligence.
precisely.
I can just hear the collective sigh of relief from IT departments thinking about not having to deal with that anymore.
Absolutely.
Because if the data is siloed, the end result is just It hits the bottom line, doesn't it?
Directly.
Misaligned incentives, wasted spend because you're always reacting late.
And missed opportunities. You can't act fast enough to shut down fraud that's happening now or jump on some unexpected trend.
Okay, so that was the pain. Pretty significant pain. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Moving from the problem to the cure. Webhooks and APIs.
The game changers.
Now, these aren't brand new concepts in the tech world generally.
Not at all.
But applying them together, integrated, in affiliate marketing, that seems to be what's cracking the code on latency and rigidity. Let's start with the trigger. Webhooks.
Okay, think of webhooks as like the instant alert system for your data.
Okay.
They're fundamentally designed to push data instantly from one system to another. The very second, the millisecond, a specific event happens.
So instead of me constantly asking the network, anything new? Anything new?
Right. That's the old way, polling.
Yeah.
Check in the mailbox.
The webhook is like the notification popping up on your phone saying mail just arrived.
Exactly. Or even better, motion detected at the front door. It's an immediate event-driven push.
Gotcha. So the network instantly tells the brand, hey, conversion just happened or click just happened.
Correct. And the use cases there are, well, powerful, and the impact is immediate.
Give me an example.
Okay, a customer converts, boom. Webhook fires, your CRM gets updated instantly. Not tomorrow morning.
Right.
But think about higher stakes stuff, like fraud detection or commission management.
Okay, tell me more about that. How does an instant push help with fraud?
Well, imagine the network system detects a click pattern that looks dodgy. It triggers its fraud model.
Okay.
Instead of flagging it in a report later, a webhook pushes that alert instantly.
So the merchant can react immediately, plus the affiliate.
Right. Or at least flag the conversion that follows before the commission gets locked in. And even more crucially, think about refunds.
The bane of affiliate accounting.
Totally. A customer returns an item, initiates a refund on an order that already generated a commission. The webhook fires instantly, and the affiliate commission can be automatically adjusted or clawed back in real time, right in the system.
Wow, okay, that gets rid of those horrible, complex reconciliation reports weeks later.
Exactly. And it stops you paying out commissions that you know you're just going to have to claw back anyway.
That instant refund reconciliation, that feels like a massive operational shift. Changes accounting, cash flow.
It really does. It makes your financial picture current, not perpetually 3 weeks behind reality.
Okay, so that's the instant push of webhooks. Vital. How do APIs fit in? They work together.
Absolutely. You pair that instant push capability of webhooks with the flexible pull mechanism of APIs.
Okay, so the webhook is the instant alert.
Something happened.
And the API is how I dig in for the details, the what and how.
Precisely. APIs, application programming interfaces, they allow secure, flexible, on-demand data exchange.
On demand. So I ask for it when I need it.
Right. Where the webhook pushes the trigger alert, the API lets your systems pull or request detailed, often complex, sets of data when you need more context.
So if the webhook tells me that a conversion just happened, I can then immediately use an API call to ask, okay, give me everything. What was the exact SKU, the customer's geolocation? What's the product margin on this? What other campaigns did they touch?
Exactly that. All the granular details. And this allows brands and affiliates, too, to pull that real-time performance data directly into their own custom dashboards.
Bypassing the standard network interface if they want to.
Totally. Which is crucial if you want to integrate affiliate activity properly with your other core marketing attribution tools.
The tools that try to figure out, okay, did that paid search click or that social ad view also deserve some credit for this sale?
Right. You need the affiliate data in the mix, in real time, to make those calls accurately.
So we're shifting from treating affiliate data like this separate, isolated report to treating it like just another integrated data stream in the whole marketing data ocean.
That's the strategic leap. And, your sources point out that handling this kind of integrated data flow at scale, it needs serious architecture.
Right, it's not trivial.
No. Companies like ReferZone, mentioned in the sources, they were apparently built from the ground up on this modern idea. They didn't just tack on webhooks later. They built a robust, RESTful API designed to handle lots of merchants hitting it simultaneously for complex data pools, alongside that full webhook support for instant alerts, clicks, conversions, refunds, the works.
And that comprehensive approach is what lets them integrate smoothly with big platforms like Shopify, HubSpot, Salesforce.
Exactly. That seamless flow is the goal.
Okay, I absolutely see the benefit. Speed, depth, control. But let me push back a bit, play devil's advocate.
Go for it.
This move, especially towards more server-to-server tracking, which often goes hand in hand with APIs and webhooks, it puts a lot more responsibility on the merchant, doesn't it? For data integrity, for the technical implementation.
That's a really important point.
Are we just trading the network's old technical debt for, like, the merchant's new implementation cost and complexity?
It's a fair question, and yes, it does shift control and therefore some responsibility squarely onto the merchant side. There's definitely an implementation lift.
Right.
But the argument, and I think it's a strong one, is that the cost of not doing this, the cost of sticking with delayed optimization, the risk of undetected fraud slipping through, the ongoing cost of siloed data, that far outweighs the initial technical effort.
The opportunity cost of staying slow is higher than the cost of speeding up.
You could put it that way. It also requires, frankly, an evolution in the marketer's own technical skill set, or at least their collaboration with IT.
Okay, which brings us to a critical question. Why now? Why is this shift happening with such urgency right now?
Yeah, why has this moved from being a sort of advanced feature to basically an operational necessity?
It can't just be because people want prettier dashboards. There must be bigger forces at play.
Oh, definitely. And the first big one, maybe the biggest driver globally right now, is privacy and tracking reliability.
The cookie apocalypse.
Essentially, yeah. Privacy rules like GDPR, CCPA, plus browser changes like ITP from Apple, they are just gutting the reliability of those old front-end cookie-based tracking methods.
Right. If the cookie gets blocked or expires too quickly, the old system just breaks.
Completely. So modern server-to-server data flows, using these direct data pushes via webhooks and secure API pulls, they become essential just for basic compliance and reliable tracking in this much more restrictive landscape.
So it's moving away from that fragile front-end tracking that the user controls or blocks to more robust, secure back-end data sharing between trusted systems. That makes sense. It future-proofs the program.
Immediately. The second reason, optimization is now table stakes.
Meaning?
Meaning performance marketers just don't have the luxury anymore of waiting 24 hours or even 12 hours to analyze data and act.
The pace is just too fast.
Exactly. High-performance marketing, especially in competitive bidding environments, demands rapid, informed decisions. Delayed data means delayed decisions. It means your competitor eats your lunch.
So real-time optimization powered by this instant data, it's not optional. It's the standard everywhere else: search, social, display.
Affiliate marketing just has to catch up to stay relevant at that performance level.
So like you said before, the difference between driving by, looking mainly in the rearview mirror.
Versus looking through the windshield, seeing what's coming right now.
Makes sense. And the third reason?
Equally vital, I think, is partnership accountability.
Trust.
Right. Affiliate marketing is built on trust between the merchant and the partner. But trust needs verification. It needs reliable, instantaneous data to really work at scale.
So transparent, real-time data flows, accessible by both sides.
They're required now to maintain that high level of accountability. If every click, every conversion, every refund is instantly recorded and verifiable by both the merchant and the partner, maybe through API access to the same core data.
You eliminate most data disputes, reduce friction.
Hugely, which leads to better relationships, smoother operations, and, frankly, faster scaling, because you're not bogged down in arguments about whose numbers are right.
Okay, so wrapping this segment up, what does this all mean for, say, the marketing executive or the performance manager listening right now?
Well, it means webhooks and APIs aren't just about future-proofing your program against privacy changes, although they do that.
Right.
They make it perform better today, right now, by putting the data and therefore the control back into the marketer's hands.
It empowers them to scale, smarter, not just bigger.
Exactly, making decisions in the moment they actually matter based on real data. It transforms affiliate data from being just historical reporting,
Looking backwards,
into actionable, almost predictive intelligence. What's happening now, and what should I do about it now?
Okay, so fundamentally, we've shifted from that era of delayed data, those big information silos, where the network itself was kind of the slow bottleneck, to an era of, ideally, instantaneous clarity, control, powered by modern, often decoupled infrastructure.
Yeah, and that's what allows affiliate programs to finally operate at the same speed and with the same data richness as, say, the company's core e-commerce platform.
It feels like a really exciting transformation, finally pulling affiliate marketing out of that maybe slightly legacy data corner,
A bit of a backwater sometimes.
and into the front line of modern MarTech. It feels like a necessary evolution for a channel that lives and dies by measurable performance.
Absolutely. And that transformation, it leads us to a final thought, really building on the implications here. The sources note, legacy affiliate platforms were built accepting latency. It was just part of the deal.
Right, a known limitation.
But now that modern infrastructure, powered by these webhooks and APIs, has largely eliminated that data black box, providing instant, potentially universal transparency. What does that mean for us?
What new level of expectation?
Exactly. What new level of immediate accountability and operational speed will now be demanded, not just from the tech, but from the marketers and the affiliates themselves?
Because the excuse of, well, the data hasn't updated yet is kind of gone.
Pretty much. If the data is instant, the decisions might need to be too. So what does that new speed of operation look like in practice? That's something perhaps for you to mull over as you think about integrating these tools into your own strategy.